Should we get the Chesepiooc stuff off?
No, leave it on there.
I'm gonna start screaming.
He doesn't have any hazy. Do you have any local hazy right now?
No, because Sobo's gone.
Chesepiooc.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Sheflies. I'm Turd Ferg, just a craft beer fan, and this is
The beer guy.
my favorite beer buyer in the world.
And my favorite fussy guy, craft beer fan guy in the world.
First is a trade beer from Tired Hands Brewing Company. It's called 5 Leaves Left, and it's actually a series that they do, which is a single hop and then a single sugar source. This one is Idaho 7 with wildflower honey, and it is pretty damn smooth.
It's great. And I feel like Idaho 7 is like a hop that people are like gravitating to right now. Well, what's the ABV?
It is 8%, or around 8%. To stick on that theme of high ABV beers, my boy Doug Sampson sent us some Tongue Crusher Double IPA from Mully's Brewing Company. They're out of Prince Frederick, Maryland. And this is like a West Coast IPA with Citra, Azaka, and Mosaic.
This is a killer beer.
This is really good.
And it's called Tongue Crusher, but don't believe the hype, because this beer is Citra, Azaka, Mosaic, and it's really well balanced and really crushable.
So you think good enough for you to maybe think about start selling this stuff?
I could sell this stuff. This stuff is amazing. This is a guy, Ole, who like always supports these guys. He's always about, yeah. It's really solid.
Wow. Our third beer. This is from our boy, Greg Waverly.
Lee.
So Greg Lee made this
and Steve Marsh.
So this is a collaboration? Are we going to call this a collaboration?
We're going to call this collaboration Waverly and Checkerspot.
Yeah, so it's made with gooseberries. I thought gooseberries were purple for some reason, but apparently they're not. So
they're not. There's a lot. If you look at the Urban Dictionary for gooseberries, it's interesting. and Cape Bates, which is it's a tribute beer to John Bates, who was a local tavern owner. Apparently a great guy. I never met him, but a legend in the Baltimore beer business.
He seemed like he had a really deep impact with a lot of people that he came across in his life. So rest in peace, John Bates, and I hope this beer serves as a good tribute to you.
Yeah, this beer is like really good. Steve Marsh, the people at Checkerspot were involved in this beer. Of course, our guy Greg at Waverly. A little sweet, but then it finishes. Now that it's warmed, it's got a lot. It's way more tart than we first thought it was. Way more tart, salt.
Got a little bit of salt that kind of comes on the back, which I really like.
This is fantastic. I don't know how many places it's at. I know it's at Waverly because that's where I got the crowler.
Next up, I'm super pumped about a local operation that's not too far from here. It's in Anne Arundel County, and it's called Chesepiooc Real Ale Brewing. And
this person, who I think might be here or might not, it's John from Chesepiooc Real Ale Brewing.
Chesepiooc.
Hi, Good to see you, man.
Thanks for coming on the show. Yeah, so I'm going to hold this mic here.
So we're really excited about you guys because you're up and coming in Anne Arundel County. You got a spot in
Crofton.
Right off of Route 3. Exactly in Crofton?
Just off of Route 3 on Crofton Boulevard. We're 30-ish days away.
Wow, well, 30 days, that's not too far.
That's nothing.
Fast,
so this is a super exciting time for you right now.
Incredibly busy. Yeah, incredibly busy. Trying to build out and brew at the same time and just keep up with everything. It's crazy.
Yeah. John took the time to take me and Rob through a full tasting of 5 different beers that he made, and I'm super impressed with all 5 of these beers. It was very, very difficult for Rob and I to even narrow it down just to 2 that we featured.
Just so we could have time for. So.
But the 2 that we featured, one of them's more of a seasonal choice, which is your ESB. I think that's the one we should talk about first. So I know that you probably didn't expect this to be a seasonal type beer, right?
This is a year round.
I think it's your very, very traditional English ESB. Straight up English malts, English hops. ESB stands for English Extra Special Bitter. It's not a bitter beer. It's actually more of a malty style. I think it's easy drinking. you know, basically it's a easy drinking amber ale is really probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, what really jumps out to me is how smooth this is.
Right.
This is such a smooth beer.
Thank you. And we do it both on. We will do it both on tap and on cask.
Because your
it's
thing
a terrific
is
cask beer.
Your thing is real ale.
Absolutely, cask ales done the right way. You know, we'll have 8 beer engines on the bar.
Nice.
So we'll have a big variety of cask ales, all small batch. Everything we're doing is small batch, so everything will be fresh and hopefully easy to drink. To me, the fun of doing small batches is being able to get up in the morning and decide, okay, we're going to do this, and then tomorrow I'm going to do something completely different. Yeah. Personally, my taste in brewing is twofold and at opposite ends of the spectrum. I love doing very, very traditional styles, such as the CSB. Yeah. And then the complete flip side is I like doing really wacky things. So, you know, because I can do small batches, I can try something out, and if it doesn't work, I can dump it, and who cares? Hopefully they will work out, but I like that big variety.
Yeah. This experimental era that we're in right now in terms of brewing. Like, that's what's in right now, is people that have their minds open to try new things. And that really kind of brings me to the second beer that we chose to feature from you, which is actually a newer type of style. It's a northeast New England style hazy IPA.
Super hazy.
Yeah, and man, this is the galaxy for me. Just jumps out at me like right off the bat. So, did it kind of like? What was it like for you to kind of take the plunge into this, or was it an easy plunge for you to make?
You know, to be honest, it was not an easy one. To me, it's a very complicated style to brew the correct way. And thank you. It's a whole new brewing style with the late additions in the whirlpool, with actually letting the whirlpool cool down a little bit before you actually whirlpool instead of just dumping right in at the end of boil. Dry hopping at high krausen instead of after fermentation. There's a lot of things that are very different about any IPAs that make it a lot of fun to brew too. They're expensive as could be to brew because of just the boatload of hops that go into them.
Right.
Unfortunately, hops are the price, and on top of that, this is big on Galaxy, Matoika, Citra, and they're all, you know, 3 of the most expensive hops out there. So, yeah. So the whole idea with this is to be super juicy. You know, obviously very cloudy, very hazy, yet smooth. I just stocked up on a lot of the ingredients for this, so I'm hoping it's going to be somewhat regular. Part of the concept that that I'm opening with is I don't want to have any flagship beers. I'm not looking to just have the same 3 or 4 beers all the time. We're going to have 16 taps plus 8 beer engines, so we'll have a big variety of beers. And the whole idea is lots and lots of small batches, changing it up a lot. But I have a feeling I'm going to be brewing this a lot. And I have a second version of this that's using a little bit more tropical hops. So we have Here Comes the Sun and then Here Comes the Tropical Sun will be, I think, 2 mainstays, both on draft and on cask.
Thank you to everybody on the Beer and Donuts, all the reps, all the people that showed up. Congrats to my good friend Sarah at Milkhouse, who just got named GM out there. It's awesome. You're great. Yeah. We're going to have you on soon.
Yeah.
She's definitely a Sheflies guest. And RIP Tom Petty. Happy birthday, Bobby and John.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's awesome. I don't have much to say. We might be actually taking a week off next week, so I don't think we have a show planned. But in November, I still plan on doing 2 episodes a week. Is there anything that jumped out to you between the Tired Hands, the Mullys, and the Waverly?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, the Tired Hand was fantastic. I love the sweetness in that, but it balanced really nicely with the. Yeah. I think there's a lot of wheat or oat in there that really smooths it out. The Mullies is fantastic. Like you mentioned earlier, it said they're killing it lately. They absolutely are. I'm loving their stuff.
Yeah, Jack Straw.
The Jack Straw is fantastic.
I
mean, this is great, and you mentioned already, it does not drink like a big beer, but it is delicious. And Waverly, the first thing I said to you when you said we've got a beer from Waverly is like, these guys don't get enough credit. They are absolutely fantastic. I love going out to their tasting room. Yeah, I love their beer. I actually have never met them. But I would like to.
Greg is the king. Yeah. Greg is the king. You guys could do a Waverly Chesepiooc collab.
Would absolutely love to. Yeah, but I love visiting their tap room, and I think they do great stuff. So, and this was another good beer from them.
Yes. Well, everybody should be seeking out this man's beer very soon.
Very soon.
Not yet. But within the next
30 days, hopefully.
30
or ish.
We're teasing.
I keep adding ish to everything I say.
And it's Chesepiooc. Peace. See you
Come
later,
out
guys.
and Crofton. Bye.